In today's NFL, one truth is louder than ever. You cannot win without a high-level quarterback. Not anymore. The days where elite defenses and strong run games could drag an average passer to a Super Bowl are gone. This is not the era of Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, Jeff Hostetler, or even Joe Flacco's miracle run. Now, if your quarterback is holding the team back, the bench, or unemployment line, is waiting. No patience, no mercy, no excuses. And in the 2025 season, some quarterbacks are falling apart faster than anyone expected. So let's talk about it. These are the worst starting quarterbacks of the 2025 NFL season so far. Let's start with Geno Smith. The Las Vegas Raiders entered this season with bold confidence. Tom Brady became a minority owner. They hired legendary coach Pete Carroll. They traded a third-round pick to bring in Geno Smith. Then they used the 6th overall pick to draft running back Ashton Jeanty. It was supposed to be a new era. And yes, they paid Geno $75 million over 2 years because they believed he was the upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo, Gardner Minshew, and Aiden O'Connell. But instead of a fresh start, Geno has delivered chaos. One strong win in Week 1 against the Patriots, then 4 straight losses. 6 touchdowns, 9 interceptions in 5 games. And the accuracy, the decision-making, the confidence, all fading. He is now on pace to break his rookie-year interception total and is staring at his lowest passer rating since 2013. Raiders fans are done with excuses. Next is rookie Cam Ward of the Tennessee Titans. Being a rookie in the NFL is never easy, but Titans fans expected at least a spark. Ward came in with dual-threat ability, hype around his arm talent, and hopes he could be the next Justin Herbert, C.J. Stroud, or even Jaden Daniels. Instead, he lost his first 4 games. His first win only came because Arizona practically handed it to him with mistakes. Even after that win, he had just 879 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and was completing only 51.8% of his passes. On the ground, he was no better. Just 36 rushing yards on 14 attempts. Ward could still have a bright future. And yes, legends like Peyton Manning, Troy Aikman, and John Elway were awful as rookies. But so far, his play has been painful to watch. Tennessee wanted better than Ryan Tannehill and Will Levis. What they got instead is a rookie drowning under pressure. Now, let's talk about Tua Tagovailoa. The Miami Dolphins gave Tua a massive contract extension, over $212 million total, with more than $167 million guaranteed. That kind of money means expectations. But this season, it has been a disaster. It all began with a 33-8 loss to the Colts in Week 1. Tua had 3 turnovers in that game alone. In Week 3, with a chance to beat the Buffalo Bills under the bright lights of prime time, Tua threw a brutal game-ending interception. He did bounce back with a win over the Jets, but then failed against Bryce Young and the struggling Carolina Panthers. With star receiver Tyreek Hill now out for the season, every weakness in Tua's game is about to be magnified. His production was already average with Hill on the field. Now, Miami is holding its breath. His contract makes him nearly impossible to trade. But can the Dolphins really build a championship future around him if this is what he delivers? And now, Joe Flacco, the man, the myth, the 2012 Super Bowl MVP. Flacco won Comeback Player of the Year in Cleveland just 2 seasons ago and somehow landed another starting opportunity. This time, he signed with the Indianapolis Colts and made 6 starts when Anthony Richardson struggled. His play was not impressive, but then the Browns decided to bring him back in 2025. And shockingly, they named him their starting quarterback over talented rookies like Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. It did not go well. In just 4 games, Flacco threw only 2 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He was benched for Gabriel, then traded to the desperate Cincinnati Bengals after Joe Burrow's injury. Think about it. The Bengals saw Flacco's terrible performances and still chose him over options like Kirk Cousins Russell Wilson, and Jameis Winston. Now they want Joe Flacco and Jake Browning to save their season. It is unbelievable, and yet it is happening. Speaking of Cincinnati, let's talk about Jake Browning. In 2023, he was one of the best backups in football. He stepped in for an injured Burrow, went 4-3 as a starter, threw 12 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and completed over 70% of his passes. But that was then. This is now. When Burrow went down with a turf toe injury in Week 2, the Bengals gave Browning the keys again. It went downhill immediately. He lost all 3 of his starts by double-digit points. He threw 6 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. His passer rating dropped to a miserable 70.5. The offense looked lost. It took far too long before they made the Flacco trade, and by then, their season was hanging by a thread. Bengals fans are left wondering why the front office never invested in a reliable insurance policy behind their superstar quarterback. How many seasons have to be wasted before they learn? Now, Russell Wilson. 5 years ago, Wilson was a guaranteed future Hall of Famer. He was a Super Bowl champion, one of the most efficient quarterbacks of his generation, and a player every franchise would dream of having. But then came the downfall. Struggles in Denver, disappointment in Pittsburgh, and now this. The New York Giants signed Wilson and Jameis Winston before drafting rookie Jackson Dart in the first round. Head coach Brian Daboll said Wilson would be the starter. That confidence vanished fast. Wilson started 3 games, lost all 3, threw 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, and posted career-low numbers in completion percentage and passer rating. After an embarrassing loss to the Chiefs, the Giants benched him for Dart. The sad truth is that Russell Wilson went from a superstar to a journeyman who might not even make the Hall of Fame anymore. His decline has been one of the most shocking in recent NFL history. Moving to Arizona, we have Kyler Murray, year 7 of the Kyler Murray era, and we are still waiting for him to become the superstar he was supposed to be. Every year, the excuses are different. The coaching staff, the offensive line, the receivers, the defensive support, but now, none of that works anymore. Murray has elite weapons in Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. Most quarterbacks would dream of that combination. And still, Murray is inconsistent, inaccurate, and struggles to finish games in the fourth quarter. He holds onto the ball too long, takes unnecessary sacks, and refuses to make simple, smart throws. At some point, the Cardinals' front office will have to ask themselves, is this really the quarterback they want to build around? Or is it time to move on and start over? Next up is Michael Penix Jr. After a promising finish to his rookie season, Penix was handed the starting job in Atlanta. Expectations were sky high. He had a year of experience, one of the best offensive lines in football, and playmakers like Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Darnell Mooney, and Kyle Pitts. But through September, Penix struggled badly. Just 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions in 4 games, a poor 61.1 grade from Pro Football Focus, and too many games where he looked overwhelmed in the pocket. The Falcons have been hesitant to trade backup quarterback Kirk Cousins because deep down, they are not sure Penix can be trusted yet. If he does not improve soon, Cousins could take his job back. Then, Bryce Young, the number 1 overall pick in 2023. Panthers fans hoped 2025 would be the year he finally turned the corner. And while he has been slightly better than his rookie season, it still is not good enough. He has been held under 160 passing yards in 3 of his first 4 games. Accuracy issues, bad interceptions, and an inability to consistently move the offense downfield continue to haunt him. The Panthers gave him more weapons this year, including first-round receiver Tyroa McMillan and running back Rico Dowdle. But the results have barely changed. Carolina gave up a fortune to trade up for him 2 years ago. Now, they face a brutal question. How much longer can they wait before accepting that Bryce Young might not be their guy? Finally, Spencer Rattler of the New Orleans Saints. Everyone knows his situation. He is not the long-term answer. He is a bridge quarterback, while the Saints rebuild and look toward the 2026 draft class. Rattler is athletic. He has flashes of potential, but his ceiling is low. In 2024, he lost all 6 starts, 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, never threw for more than 243 yards in a single game. In 2025, he has shown slightly more control and avoids turnovers, but he still cannot push the ball downfield or consistently move the offense. He is likely headed toward a career as a backup. Not terrible, but not a franchise savior. So, there you have it. From veterans like Russell Wilson and Joe Flacco, to young quarterbacks like Bryce Young and Cam Ward, the 2025 season has not been kind. The NFL no longer waits for anyone. You either produce or you step aside. Now the question is for you. Who do you think is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL this year? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives like this every day. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.